Well, hello there. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday morning. I'm meteorologist Leonard Josiah with our usual look at your tropical weather update. From us here in Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services, our hearts and prayers are with the people of Jamaica and the Western Caribbean as they hunker down for major Hurricane Melissa. Take a look at the National Hurricane Center's homepage right now. This is where Hurricane Melissa is as of this morning. But the wider Atlantic from the coast of Africa, or the main development area, we are in the Leeward Islands, Antigua and Barbuda. We have the islands further towards the south, which include the Windward Islands, Barbados, and the Trinidad and Tobago. Islands further towards the west include Cuba, etc. But this is our main focus this morning. This is where Hurricane Melissa is. We don't have anything for us to worry about in the context of tropical cyclones in the main development area. The main development area is rather quiet for right now. And by the way, we are saying goodbye to the Cape Verde season. All the focus is actually on the western half of the region. That's why we are paying closer attention to where Hurricane Melissa is this morning. Now, I'm going to be taking you on a journey. Take a look at our visible satellite imagery, and already you could see where Jamaica is. Let's give you some perspective. Eastern Cuba, looking at the Turks and Caicos Islands out here, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the British Virgin Islands. We are just off the map right there. So in the context of Antigua and Barbuda and the rest of the Leeward Islands, even the British Virgin Islands, we are a safe distance away from Hurricane Melissa. But let's hone in a little bit more closer. Take a look at where Jamaica is. These are the islands that we are keeping a very close eye as for possible impacts from major Hurricane Melissa this morning. Take a look at where Jamaica is one more time. Take a look at where the eye is. Already you could see a well-structured tropical cyclone, enough feeder bands feedering into the system, even broader in the scope. That's why rain impacts are likely over Hispaniola, but the major focus is for Jamaica and the islands of Eastern Cuba and Turks and Caicos in the next couple of days. But the island of Jamaica, as of 11 o'clock this morning, Hurricane Melissa was located roughly about 110 miles just towards the southeast or the south-southeast of Jamaica. It is limbering or just crawling towards the west. Take a look at where it's at. For the past couple of frames, it's hardly moving, and the forecast is for it to slowly crawl off towards the west before taking a very notable turn and impact the island of Jamaica. As of 11 o'clock this morning, was again located 110 miles to the south-southeast of Jamaica at 16.4 degrees north, 76.6 degrees west, is moving towards the west at just about 3 miles an hour. Get that, 3 miles an hour. But take a look at the winds, 140 miles an hour. Maybe I could say that there is some good news here because it has not strengthened even further. It went through a rapid cyclone, rapid intensification during the past couple of hours. The forecast is for it to get stronger, but as of 11 o'clock, the intensification have leveled off. Now it remains at 140 miles an hour. Our hope and trust is it gets weaker, but the atmospheric conditions are going to be sustaining it. Maybe a better chance of it keeping all this wind someplace between Hispaniola and Jamaica. That's the best what that we really would want to say for them. But again, the forecast track is for it to head off towards the west, dragging it a bit further towards the west before taking a swing and impact the island of Jamaica. Let me take you in a little bit more closer. Take a look at where Jamaica is. Eastern Cuba, Hispaniola right here. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you this shot is because not only to show you the well-pronounced eye and the ring around it, but just to explain a little bit more in the context of the wind formation. Now, most of the tropical cyclone this year, most of the winds were on the eastern side. Now, this is a formidable tropical cyclone, meaning that the winds are now all around the eye. Yes, we have a lot of the stronger winds out towards the northeast, and so we're saying that irrespective of where it goes, in the context of Jamaica, eastern Jamaica or western Jamaica, this island is certainly under the gun for right now, because it's forecast to drift off towards the west before taking a turn back out into the northeast. It might even impact let's say eastern Cuba, the Turks and Caicos Islands, in a few days. So this is really something for the islanders of Jamaica and our brothers and sisters in Jamaica. We would really want for you to remain very safe. Pay close attention and heed the words of wisdom coming from the national authorities, the bona fide official sources, because this here is a life-threatening situation. As of 11 o'clock this morning, the forecast track again is for it to maintain its major hurricane status and impact the island of Jamaica sometime early Tuesday. Take a look at where it's forecast to go, and we're saying that it can be someplace here or someplace here. Again, someplace as it moves on towards the northeast. This cone of uncertainty means that the center can show up someplace within that cone. So there are watches or warnings to talk about. Watches or warnings in place for eastern Cuba, watches or warnings in place for western Haiti, etc. right there. Hurricane warnings certainly in place for Jamaica. If you're in the warning territory, it's time for you to rush your preparations to completion, because in the next couple of hours, or less than the next couple of days, by Tuesday morning, we're looking at major impacts for the island of Jamaica. If any things change, we really want for things to change for the better. Taking a look at what we call Hurricane Melissa's track, hurricane winds probability. These are the areas that are likely to experience the hurricane conditions. Again, the island of Jamaica, take a look at what it's going to do and swing out towards the northeast and impact Jamaica, even down the center before heading out to sea. Islands such as eastern Cuba, the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, you are also in the midst for the next couple of days. For us in the eastern Caribbean islands, which include the Leeward Islands, the British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico Islands further towards the south, we are well away from any hurricane conditions. And for us in the eastern Caribbean, there are no tropical storm watches or warnings. There are no hurricane watches or warnings for us to talk about. We are in a safe place for right now. But in the context of tropical storm winds, the probabilities are even higher, and we're seeing all this red right here, meaning the islands of eastern Cuba, Hispaniola, Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Even the island of Bermuda might come in for a later impact, but we are saying all these islands is really a Western Caribbean impact for right now. The island of Jamaica, you are also in the midst, and we are saying to you that please hunker down and you stay ready. Here are the keywords from the National Hurricane Center, what you can expect in Jamaica and the islands further towards the west. But we're going to be saying these verbiage here from the National Hurricane Center is for the island of Jamaica. So Hurricane Melissa's impacts and what you need to do in the context of your action. We're looking at damaging winds and heavy rainfall, and today and Monday will cause catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and numerous landslides before potentially devastating winds arrive Monday night going on into Tuesday. Extensive infrastructural damage, long duration of power outages and communication outages, and isolation of communities are expected. Life-threatening storm surge is likely along the portions of the southern coastlines on Monday night going on into Tuesday. The actions that the National Hurricane Center is saying that you who are in Jamaica supposed to be doing, your action: seek shade, seek shelter, now. Ensure that all preparations are rushed to completion. And here is this tagline: listen to your local official weather authorities if you're in the island of Jamaica. Things are going to be going downhill, but our prayers and our thoughts are with you and hoping that your lives will be spared. Now, take a look at where they are. This is your infrared imagery. We are in the Caribbean islands. Now, for us in the Caribbean islands, you're seeing some high-level, medium to high-level clouds right here. These are not necessarily the rain-producing type clouds, so you're going to be seeing some cloudy spells if you're in the British Virgin Islands, but again, the showers might not come. We're looking at the denser rain shield just closer to Hispaniola, but nothing too much in the way of significant rainfall for the islands of the British Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. We are in the Leeward Islands. Yes, we are seeing some patches of low-level clouds, but those patches of low-level clouds are just normal rain passing showers. You're going to be seeing a passing shower or two because of the moderate wind flow and along with some moisture in the lower atmosphere. So in the context of significant rainfall activity, we are not forecasting anything for us in the Eastern Caribbean islands. Our weather conditions for today going on into tomorrow will be just what we call the garden type variety of weather conditions. So as we close off, remember, we want to engage with you. Your eyes are our eyes. You can always send your pictures and your videos to abmsiwatch@gmail.com. Thank you for those of you who have been sending those pictures and the videos. Keep them coming. They are posted right on our Facebook page. And as I leave you, we are your friends, the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services. We are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and on X. And we take a look at your hotline number and also your website information. For us here in the Eastern Caribbean islands, including the Leeward Islands and the British Virgin Islands and islands of the Eastern Caribbean, even further towards the west, continue to monitor with us and you stay ready. As I leave you again, our prayers and our thoughts are with the peoples of Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, Hispaniola, Bahamas, and the Turks and Caicos Islands as they hunker down for major hurricane Melissa. The weather will always change, but whether you like it or not, you gotta respond to the weather. So keep on weathering your weather in spite of the weather. I'm Leonard Josiah, wishing you a safe and a productive Sunday.